What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Stocks back with another video taking a look at Tesla, and what a day it has been, up 7% for the day. So we'll take a look at how Tesla stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we have coming up, and based on that, what the future of Tesla could look like. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below if you are in Tesla or what your thoughts on Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me go on my computer and pull up the charts that we're looking at, and we'll get right into it. Alrighty, so Tesla stock is up to $641.76, up $42.72 for the day, which is about 7%. We're up another $6 after hours, which is another percent after hours, almost approaching that $650 mark. Tesla is now a $600 billion company, almost a $600 billion company. 598 billion as of closing, but almost a $600 billion company, which is really exciting. It has now more than 10x its value since the beginning of this year, or since the bottom of the COVID time rather, and is only looking like it's going to head upward, which is great news for the stock. So let's take a look at kind of how the day started. So you guys remember when I made my video, right? We talked about how we saw a late push on Friday, making that push where it's 600, and then we closed right below 600, and then we kind of opened up in the pre-market in 594, and boom, right off the bat, right in the pre-market, we broke that 600 mark, which to me was kind of the thing that we were watching out for. But not only that, we made it to kind of $607.45 in pre-market, which, if we remember the daily chart, right, the number that we were looking out for from just a few days ago was 607.80. So we were really aggressively pushing towards that in pre-market, so 607.80, and as you guys could see in the pre-market, we made it to 607.45. so really making a push towards knocking that resistance out, and boom, right out of the gate we push up from the 605s to 620, come down to bounce off VWAP, and then just the distance between the stock's price and VWAP just increased. 630 kind of consolidated, right? It was trading between 625 and 630 for a long time. If we take a look from kind of the 1035 mark all the way to the 118-ish, 120-ish, and then we pushed up. Tesla was not out of gas for today, right? We pushed up from kind of 630s to almost 650, right? But again, 650 is going to be that mental resistance that we're looking at, and then we kind of dipped into the close in the high 630s, closed at 641, kind of trading sideways after hours, but making that push at that 650 again, right, as we speak. Now, I'm going to upload this video and maybe this will change, right? Maybe we'll go to 650 by that time, but that's the next level to watch out for. So let's take a look at kind of what we see on the daily chart, what we see on the 4-hour chart, and what everything looks like right now, right? So you guys remember, first and foremost, if you're a new watcher, welcome. But we were kind of trading around the $400 mark. S&P inclusion announced starting this run for Tesla, huge run, right? And we've got this sort of range we were trading in, this being the bottom line, this being the top line, and we were pushing up, and 3 trading days ago, we bounced off the bottom part of this line. Then we were consolidating for 2 days, and we were kind of interested to see, do we hit up against the bottom of this line? Didn't get to see that because Tesla rallied almost $50 today if we count after hours. So that's good. Let's take a look at the EMAs that we typically see. So we've got the A EMA on the daily chart coming in at 585. That should be good support, and the 21 EMA coming in at 528. What I like looking at the Tesla stock a little bit more though is the 4-hour, since it's a bit more indicative, since Tesla does move a lot, right? So as we see, the reason I'm looking at the AEMA on the 4-hour chart, let me get rid of the VWAP just so we could see this a little bit better, is even today we bounced off the AEMA, right? I talked about that in my video from yesterday, just the AEMA on the 4-hour chart, bounced off of that. We bounced off of it pre-market, we bounced off of it Friday, the wick on at the bottom, right, the low for that day was 582, our AEMA was 584. So, you know, multiple times where we've bounced off this 8 EMA, and if not the 8 EMA, then either the 21 EMA or the 34 EMA on the 4-hour chart. And that's the reason why I really like looking at, you know, these EMAs, because they've held up as pretty decent levels of support for the Tesla stock as we kind of move forward, right? So those are some of the levels that I'm watching in the 8 EMA, right? Feel free to do this on your own chart. Hit 4-hour, whatever you're using. I'm using Webull for this video. I also have Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, and Tastyworks that I will share with you guys later. But you know, that's sort of what I'm looking at is the 8 EMA. Currently at 621, 21 EMA at 601, 34 EMA at 587. So from a resistance level, right, I don't have anything to tell you because Tesla could go wherever it wants to go now. Tesla could very easily go to $700 by the time of the S&P inclusion coming later this month, because, you know, this is at an all-time high, and now it's a matter of what people are willing to pay for it. As long as they're buyers for the current price, and the people that are currently holding are not looking to sell, the price of Tesla stock is going to continue to rise. I think we can easily reach $700 by the end of this month by the S&P inclusion. But on the other hand, right, a stock being up 7% in a day means someone who bought at the very beginning of day or at the close of market on Friday is now up 7%. So that could mean some profit taking. So, you know, be on the lookout for that as well. We are kind of separated from the 8 EMA at 621. Do we see kind of, you know, some people selling off, kind of taking their profits of 7%, and then we see a bounce off the 8 EMA? Only time will tell, right? But we have gone up 7%, and so it's normal for a stock to take a break. But with Tesla, again, would not be surprised if it continued rising. Remember that pullbacks are healthy for the stock market, right? It doesn't mean that the stock is crashing. It just means that the stock is kind of recharging for the next leg higher most of the time. And then let's take a look at my Tastyworks that I just pulled up here. And what we'll see is what we were watching for was that 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart compared to the 180-day SMA on the 4-hour chart as well. The reason being, you know, the last time that we sort of broke below that, we fell from the high, you know, the low 500s all the way down to, you know, the mid 300s. So that was a pretty decent fall for Tesla stock. And the reason for that was, you know, we broke below the 15 SMA and found support in the 180-day SMA. And, you know, same thing happened there where we fell from the mid 400s to the mid to high 300s. So I'm watching that level. Now the good news, you know, I was talking about it here when we kind of dipped below it. Good news now is we are, you know, decently above it, as we could see from the right here. The 15 EMA currently comes in at 607. We're trading in the mid 600s, but that's a level that I'm, you know, closely watching as well. If Tesla drops, whether or not it can kind of hold that line. Remember that this line is going to slowly move up, so it'll be interesting to see what happens as we move forward. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. Really excited to see what Tesla stock does next, whether we can break, you know, 650s tomorrow and then push at 700 by the end of the month, or if we take a little bit of a break, consolidate, and then, you know, eventually see where the stock takes us next. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you guys are all having an amazing start to your week. Comment down below what your thoughts on Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.